So
like,
that's
remember, he tipped him for all the years of service.
Right, you tipped the engineer. Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is so funny because John goes, I never asked him for money. And now this is John telling the story going, I was just telling him how I needed $2,000. Like, that's the same thing. All right. Well, what happened? Let's see. Because then he goes, and Artie promised he would
How
never
many
say
times do you
anything.
think he said, listen, Artie, listen, before he got to it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, listen. You think you have it tough with all your heroin. Listen to what I got.
Until you didn't pay me.
I'll never, ever mention it ever again.
You know you like that five-star family. I have it text.
No, but
I always keep Artie's text in my back.
About it.
Because you didn't pay me on time.
Oh, if you didn't pay.
In your text, you said you never have to
No,
pay.
I didn't. John.
Okay.
Get the hint.
Here we go.
Juice is running.
Get the hint.
Oh, he wanted a handout. He never had to pay him.
Nobody needs any jokes from the grassy knoll.
Hey,
He
but
just
just
a
has his
handout.
full
My bad.
back to
My
him
bad.
now.
Anthony,
Yeah.
The only feel you'd be in is
I
if
have
you
paid it back as soon.
Right here. I can.
All right.
Did I pay it back?
Yeah.
You pay the
4
juice?
weeks after you were supposed to. You gave me a date. You said, I'll pay it back.
Artie is becoming an unconscionable ball buster. Never. What am I, a schmuck up tires?
Leno put in the joke, the stuttering on the jokes you wrote.
It's crazy. Usually when Artie gives a Hispanic $2,000, he gets a couple bags of China White after. So
Nothing. John gets good weed, too.
Joe.
What kind
Personal
of joke? Was that
Joe.
a Coke joke or something?
Puerto Ricans sometimes
you're the
sell
only
weed.
person that need that explained.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you hear Puerto Ricans sell weed.
John, you're hilarious in that you say that you don't like when people say certain things. You make rules of what people can and can't talk about.
No, you just
and then
made
you'll
rules.
say
You just made rules.
I didn't
You
make
just
a-
said.
I didn't make one.
You just said
New rule.
off the level.
I didn't say there were a rule. I didn't say it's a rule. I said it's something everyone knows.
When John, when you make up
Escalation.
John, when you make up
Breaking the rule.
John, when you make up rules, write them down because it takes time before you get to 2.
It's escalation.
Yes.
You go from 1 to 10, and it's like, and we're just nice enough to not say, don't mention that. Fuck you, you're a prick. like you just go right to fucking, you know.
Yeah, what is that?
This is
The scars of my
Garrett.
teen acne.
When you told me-
Garrett, can I
Makes
get
you
closer?
laugh.
How about when you told me
ordering another Coors
that you had
He just heard nothing. He just realized the bottle was empty. And he's waving across the room. One more, please.
Let's keep them coming over here. I'm the guests. God damn it.
this job that I have? You told me it's a guarantee that you
I
had.
never said it was a guarantee. And
You got a nose hair there, by the way. Get a steak now. Call your barber, Smith from
at least there's something healthy hanging out of my fucking.
Your barber is fucking.
It's a steak.
Palm.
At least there's something healthy coming out of my nose already.
There's nothing healthy coming out of your mouth.
There's nothing
There's
healthy.
nothing funny coming out of your mouth.
Here we go, Artie.
Here we go. He's mad I made a joke.
The Ginsu can cut through this tin can
You did that.
and remove one of
Hey, Garrett.
John's nose
Find
hairs.
something in an auction?
Hey, Garrett, just give me a close-up, will you? Just no, I didn't need the beer. I just need a close-up, but it's all right.
You can't hear. He can't hear your order over me. Them laughing at me.
In Japan, the hand can be used like a knife, but it can't cut John's nose hair.
Ginsu.
The Ginsu.
This knife can cut a Michelob can. Not John's nose hair after a bunch of hummus.
See, this is like I said, Anthony. This is what happened.
But it's
Wait, just shut the fuck up for a second.
God damn! He just pointed at the host of the show and told him to shut the fuck up. We still haven't got through the BDI or what is it called?
You know what, man? I
BSI?
gotta call Joe and find out what the fuck happened while he was sitting there. I gotta hear what he thinks of this shit.
This is so funny. What is it? DSI? Whatever the live read he was trying to do. He still hasn't gotten to that, and now he's being told to shut the fuck up.
When I started doing the Anthony show, the 9 times that I have done it,
Yes.
we were a mutual
9
friend.
times.
The 9.
9.
We were
Nine times.
having a great time. It was every you know,
Sure.
But I told, I knew as soon as Artie became your host,
As soon as I
co-host,
did the show.
yeah, then it becomes just let's bash John.
It was not been a.
What it became.
Yes.
If you look,
That was let's be funnier than John.
Yeah. Okay. Now, here he goes. But Artie, you
John,
just
how
did
dare you
fucking
even? How
Seinfeld.
dare you say anything about my jokes? You've gone to like my father being a quadriplegic, me on heroin. The gates are open, dude. So I'm making fun of what? You're stuttering? If you didn't have a stutter, you'd be pumping gas in Massapequa.
He hasn't stuttered the whole show. You realize that, right?
Gino, please.
Wrong. Just pointing that out.
John.
In time.
I like that Gino is a stuttering John conspiracy theorist who doesn't think he actually has a stutter. Heard that from a few people, actually.
Okay, let's just go with Artie's premise.
Okay.
Now, there is no way in the world Artie could have written for Jay Leno because no, there's no way it would have happened. I mean,
oh no. Is John trying to say he's a better comedy writer than Artie Lang? Is this what he's implying with this? Look at Artie's face. He's like, can we just fucking move on from this asshole? I'm just trying to fun up my show, and this guy's lecturing me.
Honest to God. You know how I said earlier,
We're almost
this
there.
is good podcasting?
We're almost there, buddy.
This is like, at this point, it's like, just go away, John.
It's unbelievable.
Wow.
Artie could never have written for Jay Leno, right? Because those jokes are terrible. Go back to any of these shows, these Tonight shows. They're the corniest fucking jokes.
I write jokes the way I write jokes.
Ugh.
Possible.
With a pencil?
Impossible.
Could you imagine Jay Leno like reading the jokes he got? He's like, oh, let's see what we got here. President Clinton is being impeached, and Artie Lang's on heroin. I don't know why this is in here, John.
This isn't your best material. You keep submitting it every week.
At all, on any level.
And here he goes.
Do you want to have another challenge of anything in the world besides?
Well, okay, I'll tell you what, Artie. Here's my challenge.
You'll cut your own nose hair.
No, here's my challenge. And,
What is it?
All right, we're all witnessing it here today.
Okay,
We'll do
Challenge.
a roast battle, you and I.
Oh boy.
No, seriously.
You're talking about roasting a pepper?
And we will do it where
I already won.
Where we both craft our own jokes.
Craft.
Artie. He's challenging to a roast battle.
He just challenged Artie Lang to a roast battle.
Yes.
He's like, they use some of my jokes at the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast.
But fortunately, he's forgotten that he had this appearance, so he does not know that he's doing this.
What are you?
Small batch.
You should already heard craft. Not craft service. We'll both fucking do
What
our
have you been at
jokes.
craft service? You got to be in a movie first.
So we'll do.
It's like everything he says.
It's crazy.
I just won't show up when I win. He'll be on his first joke.
Oh shit.
I like how
So
John.
what will happen
Yeah, yeah.
Why so fast?
is that
I like how Joe just realized. He's like, it's everything he says.
Yeah.
This is all unbelievable.
Joe DeVito's blown away by this. He's never seen such a performance at a show before of someone just imploding the way that Stuttering John is right now. And Joe was trying to roll with the punches, get some jokes in there, and now he's just like, what is going on right now? This guy is losing it. What does he think? He's going to come out here and challenge Artie to a roast battle? It's such a dumb idea.
craft our own jokes.
Craft. How shrewd are you?
Small batch.
You should already heard craft. Not craft service. We'll both fucking do
What
our
have you been at
jokes.
craft service?
We
You
will,
got to be in a movie first.
I know about craft singles.
so we'll do.
It's like everything he says.
It's crazy.
I just won't show up when I win. He'll be on his first joke.
Oh shit.
Anthony, so what
Artie's
will
so fat.
happen
Yeah, yeah.
Artie's so fast.
is that we will do a roast battle. Artie has to write his own jokes. He can't have fucking Frank Sebastiano do it. He's got to write his own jokes. I will write mine. We'll see who wins.
John, Alex.
That was very passive aggressive, accusing Artie of having people writing for him.
As somebody who
I don't get it.
As somebody who is employed as a joke writer,
Yeah.
that's a weird shade to pull. Is all I'm saying.
Show up when I win. He'll be on his first joke.
Oh shit.
Anthony, so what
Artie's
will
so fat.
happen
Yeah, yeah.
Artie's so fast.
is that we will do a roast battle. Artie has to write his own jokes. He can't have fucking Frank Sebastiano do it. He's got to write his own jokes. I will write mine. We'll see who wins.
John, Alexander Hamilton wrote your joke. You're fucking ancient. I toured with you. You did 4 seconds. Me and DePaul had to do an hour each, and he splits the check. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Then he
And that's
drops
when I was doing
drops
it.
taking a leak on Route 95.
And Anthony, that's when I started after 6 months.
This, by the way, is what burns John the most. When he's told that he wasn't at the same level as Artie and Nick DiPaolo and they took the same amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
He has battled people, even when they don't bring it up. They could just say, like, I heard John's a cheapskate. He'd be like, I gave Nick DiPaolo $2,500. Like, well, I didn't bring up anyone's name. Or
That was he
anything.
did. He brought up Nick DiPaolo in that
Yep.
thing, which was
Remember?
very strange.
Very strange. And then he explained that Nick DiPaolo made less money when John wasn't the one running the show, whatever. And so this really pisses off John.
He still remembers when I started.
John can't play an instrument, and he had a band, a rock and roll deal.
See, this is another fucking lie.
He's never been on the radio. He was the biggest radio show of all time.
Okay.
He's not a comedian. He
Here's
toured.
the truth. Let's just stop here. I can't play this.
All right.
See you next week.
Get yourself.
Joe's like, I
was
want
a
to plug
trumpet
my
player.
dates in Schenectady.
Oh, he's got a.
I never got through my Bet DSI read, though, John. We got to take a break.
Anyway.
You know how the sponsors are.
So I don't have a rebuttal time?
Well, after this, rebut, get all your thoughts together, have another beer, and I'll talk about Bet DSI. NFL football season, full swing right now, and college football at its peak. The NHL, the NBA, every night there's a game on.
All right, so now he's finally able to get into his ad read here. I love that John thinks that he should be given time for a rebuttal.
He didn't just interrupt the last time he tried to do the ad read and rebut for 25 minutes?
Yes. And this is great because now John has forgotten what he's arguing back about. I think when he just said that, it was going to be about the time he went on the road with Artie and Nick DiPaolo. Because, as you just heard, John didn't have a lot of material. Artie and Nick were doing long sets.
Right.
They were the reason why people were coming to the shows.
Right.
The fact that it was tied to Stuttering John, I'm sure had a connection to Howard Stern, which probably got some more promotion.
Well, honest to God,
publicity.
it doesn't hurt to put a guy like that on a show for
course.
5 minutes. But listen,
It's like we talked about Ron Jeremy was going to host that show with Stuttering John's. Like, Ron Jeremy's the guy.
If you're putting a show out there, if you can get as many people with a little bit of name as possible,
yes,
it doesn't hurt ticket sales.
Correct.
I don't understand why you think you would be entitled to a third of the door or whatever the fuck he thinks he's getting.
Listen, honestly, I don't think that even Artie's really all that worried about it. I think he just knows that when he busts his balls about it, Jack gets very butthurt.